Welcome to GK Mojo. So in this percentages part 5, we are going to continue the series that we started in part 4, that is the previous year CAT questions. And these are the handpicked best questions which will also help you understand and have a very crisp control over all the concepts of percentages. Alright, these are the best questions that we have handpicked. These questions frequently repeat in a lot of examinations that you are going to face this year, and also in a lot of quality practice mocks that you do. Alright, so let's get started with percentages part 5. Have a look at question number 1. A student gets an aggregate of 60% marks in 5 subjects in the ratio 10 is to 9 is to 8 is to 7 is to 6. If the passing marks are 50% of the maximum marks and each subject has the same maximum marks, in how many subjects did he pass the exam? So, as in the previous video, I had already told you, whenever you have such questions on percentages, just assume a very arbitrary figure that is easy to calculate. So we'll assume over here the maximum marks to be 100, right? Maximum marks is assumed to be 100. So his average will be 60%. All right, his average will be 60, right? In 5 subjects. And let his marks be, let his marks be, this is in the ratio 10 is to 9 is to 8 is to 7 is to 6. So 10x, 9x, 8x, 7x, and 6x, right, in each subject, correct? So if you add them, 10x plus 9x plus 8x plus 7x plus 6x, this gives you the total, all right? And this is equals to 60% of the total marks. What would be the total marks? If maximum marks for one subject was 100, so for 5 subjects it would be 5 into 100, right? So basically this is 60 by 100 into 500, right? This 100 and this gets cancelled, so this is equals to 300. So when you solve this, you will have 40x is equals to 300. This gets cancelled, this 2 1 0, 2 2 2 0, 2 15 0. So x is equals to 15 by 2, right? Or x is equals to 7 by 7.5. So now easily you can calculate the marks for each subject by placing the value of x. Alright, so I'll change the ink over here and erase a part. Alright, so what are the individual marks in each subjects? We'll have 75, we'll have 67.5, we'll have 60, we'll have 52.5, and we will have 45. So these are the individual marks. From here we got them by placing the value of x. Alright. Also it has been given that 50% of the maximum marks was the passing range. So of this 50% will be 50 marks. So have a look in how many subjects has he got 50 marks or more. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Alright. So what have they asked? In how many subjects did he pass the examination? So basically he passed the examination in 4 subjects. Alright, I hope you have understood the question. We just assumed the maximum marks to be 100 and then solved the question with respect to that. Then it became very easy for us to solve. So let's have a look at the second question. Again, a very important question and a very important template in all the mocks and CAT examinations especially. Alright, this question is frequently repeated in CAT and XAT. Alright, one bacterium splits into 8 bacteria of the next generation. But due to environment, only 50% of one generation can produce the next generation. If the 7th generation number is 4096 million, then the number in the first generation is. So whenever you have such questions of bacteria and virus splitting and forming next generation, you have to identify a special series, alright? Identify a pattern. So first, let N1 be the bacteria in the first generation, alright? N1 is bacteria in first generation, right? So in generation 2, that is N2, how many bacteria will be there? It would be 8N, 8N1, and this will be divided by 2 because only 50% of this generation survives. So basically 4N1 can produce the next generation, right? Similarly, what will be N3? It would be 8 into 4N1, that is 32N1, divided by 2 because only 50% of one generation can produce. So this will be 16N1 or 4 square N1, right? Similarly, you will find that N4 is equals to 4 cube n1 and n5 is equals to 4 to the power 4 n1. So basically what they have said is, if the 7th generation number is 4096 million, then what is the number in the first generation? So n7 is given to be 4096. What will be n7? N7 will be 4 to the power 6 n1, which is equals to 4096 million. Alright. What is 4 to the power 6? 4 to the power 6 is nothing but 4096. So 4096 n1 is equals to 4096 million. Right? This and this gets cancelled, and we have n1 is equals to 1 million bacteria. So I hope you have understood how we solved the question. Also, they have asked the same thing. Then what is the number in the first generation? Hence, the number in the first generation is 1 million bacteria. Alright, so we identified a pattern, and according to that, we placed the value in the 7th generation and then got the answer. So let's have a look at this question. Dauji shop sells samosas in box of different sizes. The samosas are priced at rupees 2 per samosa up to 200 samosas. For every additional 20 samosas, the price of the whole lot goes down by 10 paisas per samosa. What should be the maximum size of the box that would maximize the revenue? Alright, this is a 2002 CAT question. And let me tell you, it's a very good question, and ऐसे क्वेश्चन मॉक्स में और आपके कैट एग्जाम में काफ़ी एक्सपेक्टेड है. सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल व्हाइल सॉल्विंग दिस क्वेश्चन. और इसको हम लोग बहुत ही आसान तरीके से सॉल्व करेंगे. तो हम लोग इसको ऐसे तरीके से सॉल्व करेंगे कि आपको कैट एग्जाम में एक थिंकिंग पैटर्न आ जाएगा कि वेन एवर यू सी सच क्वेश्चन, दिस थिंकिंग पैटर्न शुड ऑटोमेटिकली स्ट्राइक, एंड आप ऐसे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर सकते हो. ये मेथड्स आपको काफ़ी हेल्प करेंगी दूसरे क्वेश्चंस में. सो पहले 200 samosas के लिए we need the price to be 2 into 200, right? This is the price. So what was the price? It was 200. That is the revenue is 400, because for 200 samosas it was rupees 2 per samosa, right? अगर हम लोग अभी 20 समोसा बढ़ाते हैं, that is 220. 220 samosas के लिए what will be the price? It will be 1.90 into 220. Why? Because for every additional 20, the price of the whole lot goes down by 10 paisa. So इसका कितना आएगा? Revenue इसका आएगा 418. Also you will be given a calculator. So do not worry कि यार मैं इतना calculation कैसे करूँ. Calculator दिया रहेगा. Hardly 50 seconds, 60 seconds का काम रहेगा. And that is acceptable in CAT. Alright. 240 samosas का क्या रहेगा? 1.80 into 240. इसका कितना आएगा? 432. Alright. Similarly, 260 samosas करेगा 1.70 into 260. इसका आएगा 442. तो आप देख रहे हो रेवेन्यू धीरे धीरे बढ़ते जा रहा है. Alright. अभी 280 samosas 1.60 into 280, right? इसका रेवेन्यू कितना आएगा? 448. Alright. अभी 300 samosas को ट्राई करते हैं. 300 samosas के लिए आएगा 1.50 into 300. इधर आया 450. अभी बस 2 से ही बढ़ा रेवेन्यू. तो आप देख रहे हो the gap with which the revenue is increasing is slowly decreasing. Now if we try for 320 samosas, your price will be 1.40 reduced by 10 paisa into 320. Alright, this will be rupees 448, which is the same as this one, right? So the revenue has decreased from 300. For 300 it was 450. अभी 2 रुपए से revenue कम हो गया. So what should be the maximum size of the box that could maximize the revenue? It should be 300 samosas. Alright, so no fancy concept of arithmetic and equations. हमने बस multiplication लगाया, calculator हमारे पास दिया हुआ है और easily question solve हो गया. That's it. So let's have a look at the next question. The rate of inflation was 1000%. Then what will be the cost of an article which costs 6 units of currency now, 2 years from now? Alright, so present price है 6 units. Alright, और अभी वो बोल रहे हैं कि 2 years बाद में what will be its price. Alright, and inflation is given to be 1000%. Inflation मतलब जितना प्राइस बढ़ता है हर एक चीज का. Alright, so basically कंपाउंडेड फॉर्मूला आएगा 6 को लगाओ. ऑलराइट, 1 प्लस 1000% बोला है ना, तो 1000 अपॉन 100%. मतलब क्या? एनीथिंग अपॉन 100. सो 1000 अपॉन 100. और कितने साल के लिए बढ़ेगा? 2 साल के लिए. तो यहाँ पे बस 2 लगा दो. दैट्स इट. what will you get? 6 into 11 into 11. That's it. So the correct answer is 726. So 2 years from now, the cost of the article will be 726 rupees after the rate of inflation, which was given to me 1000%. That's it. Just this formula and you'll get the answer. So let's have a look at this question. Again 1997 कैट में आया हुआ क्वेश्चन है और काफी अच्छा क्वेश्चन है बिकॉज इजी है बट लैंग्वेज इसका घुमा दिया है. Because of language, most of the students crumbled under the pressure. All right. So a man earns X percent on the first 2000 rupees and Y percent on the rest income. All right. So एक आदमी है जो X percent income first 2000 rupees पे कमाता है and Y percent on the rest of the income. If he earns rupees 700 from rupees 4000 and rupees 900 from rupees 5000 income, find X. तो अभी इन्होंने क्या बोला है कि ये 700 रुपए कमाता है. ऑल राइट. टोटल 4000 रुपए इनकम है, उसमें से एक्स परसेंट 2000 पे आता है, तो एक्स इंटू 2000 अपॉन 100. अभी बचा कितना? 4000 में से 2000 गया तो 2000 बचा. सो वाई परसेंट इंटू 2000. ये हो गया पहला इक्वेशन. अभी सेकंड 900 रुपए कमाता है फ्रॉम रुपीज 5000, ये टोटल इनकम हो गया. सो उसमें से 2000 रुपीज तो उसका एक्स परसेंट है, सो एक्स परसेंट इंटू 2000 बचा कितना? 3000 is left, so y percent on 3000. Right, this is equation 2. So if you solve equation 1 and 2, I guess that would be a easy job for you. You will easily get y is equals to 20 and x is equals to 15. All right, so basically you wanted to find x, so x is equals to 15, so you have to just simultaneously solve equation 1 and 2, which I think is a easy job for you. Won't be a difficult part. The most difficult part was forming the equation. और एक बार आपको ये लैंग्वेज समझ गया ना, स्पेशली सेकंड सेंटेंस का, तो इक्वेशन फॉर्म करना भी इजी हो जाएगा. ऑलराइट. अभी ऐसा क्वेश्चन कभी भी आगे आता है तो आप अवेयर रहेंगे, तो दैट इज द एडवांटेज ऑफ सॉल्विंग प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस, बिकॉज ये सबसे प्रॉपर टेम्पलेट होता है सॉल्व करने का. So that's all in this video. Please visit us at jkmojo.com. Thank you.